This is Pat McMahon in the morning on Y94. Thanks for listening on iHeartRadio and iTunes as well. This is our full show from March 12th, 2019. Hope you enjoy. Leave your comments on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Look up Y94 Syracuse. It's Pat McMahon in the morning with Lori, your forecast, and how you can save up to 70% off all sorts of local services. Coming up in 90 seconds. First, Lori's going to get you caught up on what you need to know to start your day.
The man who admitted to murdering two people at the DeWitt Chili's is suing the Justice Center. William Wood Jr. says he has been in solitary confinement since September. He attempted to escape 2 days after arriving at the facility. 5 students are on the mend after being hurt in a bus crash yesterday in Vernon. Police say the school bus was being driven by 62-year-old Scott Preston when it went off the road and into a ditch. There were 19 students on board. 3 children were treated on the scene and released. 2 others were taken to Oneida City Hospital for minor injuries. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi says she is not for the impeachment of President Trump because she says it will divide the country. Meanwhile, the New York Attorney General is taking a close look at some of Trump's organization projects. Boeing says it's working to put software enhancements in place that will make the Boeing 737 MAX safer. The upgrade will help correct a problem that investigators believe led to the crash of a plane off the coast of Indonesia last October. It's not known whether the same issue caused an Ethiopian plane to crash Sunday. Chris Stapleton and Dan and Shay are leading the nominees for this year's Academy of Country Music Awards. They each have 6 nominations, with Stapleton up for Entertainer and Male Artist of the Year, and Dan and Shay for Duo of the Year. The ACM Awards are April 7th on CBS. Our iHeartRadio Music Awards are Thursday on Fox. I'm Lori, and that's what's trending. For more, head to Y94FM.com.
All right, thanks, Lori. News Channel 9 meteorologist Dave Longley says, for today, mostly cloudy, breezy, high in the mid-30s. Tonight, cold, low around 20. For Wednesday, mild, cloudy, high in the mid-40s. You can save up to 70% off local restaurant certificates, golf, wedding packages, all sorts of services for your home, and more at bidonsyracuse.com. The bidding begins today. Don't wait. Get there before someone outbids you for what you want. Go to bidonsyracuse.com and save all the green you can today. Time for the good stuff. Nothing but good news for your day.
Tell me something good.
A local couple is giving over $2.5 million in donations that will benefit charities like the Central New York SPCA. Bruce Lane and Stephen Gillette both died young, but they left their combined estate worth over $2.5 million to support 9 local organizations.
Tell me something good.
Researchers in Michigan say they've developed a blood test that is showing promise for early detection of pancreatic cancer. This type of cancer isn't usually discovered until it spreads to other organs. Pancreatic cancer claimed the lives of Apple founder Steve Jobs. Actor Patrick Swayze and Jeopardy host Alex Trebek recently revealed he's been diagnosed with stage 4 pancreatic cancer.
Tell me something good.
This guy's a hero. A local part-time Uber driver helped a domestic violence victim escape from an abusive relationship. Dustin Zarni picked up a mother and her 2 kids who explained to him they were escaping. Dustin stuck with the family, helped them with their escape plan. He also gave them a refund on their ride and has raised about $500 on Facebook, all donated to Vera House.
Tell me something good.
A former Royal Marine from the UK who lost his leg in an accident has finished the fastest solo row across the Atlantic Ocean. Lee Spencer finished crossing from Europe to South America in 60 days, shattering the able-bodied record of 36 days. Spencer says he did it to prove no one should be defined by disability.
That's the good stuff. Please share your good news with us so we can, tell the world about it. So it's good. 421-9494. You can also tell us on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter. Look up Y94 Syracuse. So the Golden Corral opened on the east side of the city, which is great. It's a giant horse trough of food. It's a buffet if you've never been to one. One of 2 locations to feature their new design in the nation. Sure, I've been to one before.
I have never been to one. Is it good?
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's a buffet. It's better than
Golden Corral.
It's
so
better
is it
than,
like, I don't know, is it like deep fried stuff?
It's deep fried, it's salad, it's pasta, it's kind of everything. You name it, they kind of have it, and it's all buffet, which sounds amazing, and our diets are ruined. Right,
yeah.
Absolutely. Here's the thing. The line was out the door for the grand opening yesterday.
It is amazing what people will stand in line for.
Isn't it, though? Because I can't think of really anything that I would stand in line for unless there was a very good reason. For example, I would normally not wait 3 hours to go on the Peter Pan ride at Disney World. However, a certain 4-year-old insisted on going. So 3 hours later, we rode the Peter Pan ride at Disney World. But that's really the only thing, though. After that, if I see a long line, I usually avoid it. I mean, have you ever waited in a long line for something?
I have.
Embarrassing?
Yeah, I would say possibly, yeah. When I was in my early 20s, I drove to, I want to say it was New Jersey. I'm trying to remember. It was a long time ago. I stood in line for 8 hours to meet Jessica Simpson.
You're kidding me.
No.
Jessica Simpson.
Look, it was when they were doing their whole Nick and Jessica were doing their reality show.
Uh-huh.
And I was like obsessed with that show. And everybody's like, "Where's Nick?" And she's like, "He's working," or whatever. But I just desperately wanted to meet her. And I mean, I probably met her for 5 seconds.
Yeah,
no photos, no nothing. They said, security said, put your CD down, slide it toward Jessica. She will sign it and she'll slide it back.
8 hours.
That was it.
8 hours.
Yeah, and the thing is, I still have that CD signed somewhere.
I feel like you need to get a picture of that, and we need to get it up on the website right now.
I'll find it.
What? Wow. But you know what? When you really want to meet someone or you want to experience something, you'll do it. I totally get it. So what's something you waited forever in line for? Be it silly or not silly. When you're in a relationship, but you don't see each other very much. This happens, to some people who are dating, but it especially happens to couples that are married as time goes on and they have kids and they both have jobs and they both have responsibilities. It is hard to make time. My wife and I go through this always. She's constantly on business trips and we work weird hours. And every time we do see each other, there's business to be discussed. Things about the kid, things about the budget, things about schedules. It's never ending. So how do you make time for each other to be romantic and be friends and enjoy each other? Some people schedule it like they have a date night, a standing one every month. My wife and I tried to do that for a while, and then our schedules changed, and we haven't done one actually in a while, and I'm kind of bummed about that. So our date nights are fun. They're silly, and they're not complicated, but they're fun. Sometimes you have to give up something you really like doing. And I find that guys especially can have a lot of hobbies. They play a lot of like sports, or they're in bands, or they're whatever. And sometimes you have to give that stuff up just to see your wife, and that's important, but also can be super frustrating. Because no one ever wants to give up something that they really like doing, but sometimes it's necessary. I don't know. For those of you who are married, be it a long time or a short time or just in a relationship, how do you find time for your significant other or your spouse? So J-Lo and A-Rod are engaged. They're getting married. And according to a has-been baseball player, A-Rod has been cheating on J-Lo with his ex-wife, right? Jose Canseco?
That's what Jose Canseco says. And he says he knows because A-Rod is cheating with his ex-wife, Jessica.
Okay, sure.
And that he's, quote, seen the, quote, proof. I don't know what that means.
Right. Did he catch him in the act? Did he? See, here's my question. Especially when it's someone you don't necessarily know that well, because he and Alex Rodriguez are not friends that we know of or have any relationship. But like, if you knew or had a clue that someone was cheating on someone else, would you tell them?
I want to say I would, but I don't think I would.
Doesn't it depend on who it is?
Yes. If it was like, say, my sister or my brother, somebody that I was related to, probably. I mean, I would like to say that I would for anybody, but that is not something you want to get involved in.
Well, the thing, like, in this situation, if I'm Jose Canseco, the only reason he's saying it to me is because he's a washed-up has-been he literally challenged A-Rod to an actual boxing match.
A boxing or MMA match.
Right.
And he said, look, if you won't do those two, I'll at least take a polygraph.
Right. And, like, all he's doing is trying to drum up attention, which I find is what most people do when they bring up things like this, because they could have no proof of any of this, but they bring it up even in, like, not in celebrity lives, in regular life, just for attention, just to be part of something. And they may not even have proof of this. If I really don't know the people or the person involved or know exactly what's going on, I'm not saying anything because I don't want that drama. What if I'm wrong? And if nothing else, it's just not my business. Again, if it's someone super crazy close to me, that'd be one thing. And if I have absolute proof, sure. But aside from that, I don't think I'm saying anything. What about you? If you know someone's cheating on someone and you really don't know them that well, are you saying something or keeping your mouth shut? You ever steal stuff from your hotel room? There's a hotel in New Orleans. It's offering up, like a 7-night stay
Yeah, and this is a nice place, too, the Roosevelt Hotel.
Uh-huh.
Basically, they're saying, look, if you have ever stolen anything from us,